Hi friends, you are about to watch testimonial of a patient who had both the knee joint arthritis. She was young, dynamic, at the peak of her career and really wanted to get well. She chose Indian Flower Remedies and she got the results just within few months, and she was able to now climb many mountains that she earlier dreamt of. So, have a look at this complete story and learn how gently, beautifully Indian flower remedies can heal you.
So I was like at just 40 something.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got diagnosed with the lack of cartilage and being told that, your profession at that point I was cutting hair, you won't be able to do that and you just have to kind of give up your profession and look at other remedies. And I think that also the dosage of medicine that they were giving me was not something that I really wanted to take. So that's when I started looking at other options and I found you.
Sure. So both the knee were affected at that time, and there was pain.
Yeah, there was a lot of pain because obviously when you have a lack of cartilage, so your bones are kind of rubbing on each other. So there was a lot of pain. And there was also, I used to ride a motorcycle, which was a really heavy motorcycle. So that also added, the weight of a bullet is like 250 kilos. And I was at that point 49. So that was a lot because my feet never touched the ground also, right? So I used to be on my toes holding that heavy bike. So my knees took a lot of beating when it came to that. So I think that in all, not being able to ride the bike, not being able to even work proper, not being able to kind of go out in nature that I love to do, it was really a difficult sort of a time for me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you came to know about the flower remedies and you wanted to give it a try.
Yeah. So when I was researching, obviously I looked a lot for bark and I was looking at barks, but then my friend Ashish was like, you know what, you should actually, go to Rupa, which is you. And I came and he said that you actually use Indian flower therapy, which was really wonderful because it's local and much more geared to people from here. So that's when when I met you and when you explained it, it just made so much sense. And the fact that you create your own medicines as well. You don't just prescribe it, you also make them. So I really like that whole process where very knowledgeable from one end to the other. It wasn't just like a doctor prescribing. Yeah. So I think the best part that you told me was, how when they give you medicine or like, oh, this is for your knee or this is for this. But the bottom line being how your brain is the center that sends all the signals to your body. So you don't need to really get separate medications for different things. But if you tackle your control center, it's going to send the signal where it needs to go. So I think I really, when you explained it to me like that, it just made so much sense. You're like, oh yeah, of course. I mean, so working with that and, using, natural remedies and working on it. And I just started seeing the results very fast, actually. I still continued, I think, for 6 months, I think I was still doing it.
Yeah.
But after that, you were like, okay, you're done, go. I was like, are you sure? You were like, yeah, I like you and all, but go. So I think it's been 8, 9 years. I've not touched any medication for my knees. Obviously, I do strengthen it by, doing yoga. So a certain bit, what I can do just to keep my muscles strong, so it can support my knees pretty well. I think just pretty much that's all I do. I don't really do anything. I've not touched any medicine. Actually, I don't take any medicine. Yeah.
And you are able to do all the activities.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the best part was when I first came to you, you were like, what is your goal? Like, what do you want to do? And I know at that point I was so sad because I was like, Rupa, I just want to climb a mountain. You know, it was so simple. Like, all I want to do is climb a mountain. And since that, in all these years, not only have I climbed many mountains, but like for the last 10 years, so actually, you know, for the last 10 years, not only have I climbed many mountains, I also bought a house in the mountains. So it's really amazing to be in the middle of the Sayadris, and slowly I've been spending more time there and just exploring different treks and caves. And I think the last trek I took was a 7-hour trek where I scaled 6 mountains. So yeah, so thank you, Rupa.
What a great freedom it is.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to have legs. Like Baz Luhrmann also said, take care of your knees because you'll miss them when they're gone. So yeah, so knees are, I'm 51 now, so it's been a while, but I don't see myself kind of getting restricted by knees or actually anything. I'm doing fine. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it was really easy to take flower remedies. They're very easy to take also, and they don't really taste bad. And I feel like compared to allopathy, which I really hated that whole process, I think it's definitely the way to go in all directions when it even comes to the way it tastes, so it's all natural. And then also when you find out what flowers work for you, because I was very interested and I used to always ask her, what is my concoction made of? So it's really wonderful to know also all of these details, which Rupa really knows a lot about. Right. I think, like it's been said, it works with your brain center. So the minute you're gonna, it's like pumping your brain center with positive things, obviously you're also gonna start feeling positive. And that also has a reflex in how you feel in general, like with your body, So it doesn't necessarily like go into your knee, and like it didn't really regenerate cartilage for me. But somewhere in there, it gave me the strength to kind of take care of it, and by also a positive state of mind.